Good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Matt and Becky is just hiding over there. This morning we're at Heaton Park. We're not dressed for park run, or at least not for running it anyway. Tonight we'll be running the Blackpool Run The Lights 10k with Fylde Coast Runners. So we have put our names down for volunteering this morning. I'm going to be the official timer, or one of. I think we've got 3 timers today, and Becky's going to be doing, is it token support you're doing? Yes, so Becky's going to be token support, so hopefully not dropping any on the floor. We laugh, but the first time I was ever a run director, someone drops the first 100 tokens on the floor before the first runners came through. Fortunately, it's quite easy to adjust these things in the app when they're doing the results. So yeah, it wasn't too much of a problem, but we did get some surprise faces coming through the tunnel and finding that their tokens had 101 and 102 on it when they thought they were right at the front. So we're volunteering this morning, and then we're going to head over to Blackpool a little bit earlier. So it's going to be, the race is until 9 o'clock tonight, so we're going to be setting off and aiming to get to Blackpool around the mid-afternoon. We've got a hotel booked in Blackpool tonight, so the race, I'm thinking of practicing pacing 60 minutes. So the race starts at 9 o'clock, we won't finish till 10, and it's quite late, and obviously we're up at whatever time it is, 20 to 8 in the morning right now for park run, so it's quite a long day. So we've booked a hotel, so yeah, it looks quite a nice one. So when we get there and when we check in, I'll maybe stick a little clip up of what the room looks like, and yeah, then we're going to Blackpool and go for the run. So we're just on our way to Blackpool now. Thanks to all the traffic, we're having to divert through Ramsbottom and up around Holcombe Hill. Okay, so it's been quite the journey to get here, but we're finally here. So the hotel that we're staying at is called the Hotel at Mill Farm, and it is part of Fylde Football Club's stadium, I believe. We've got a hotel room that overlooks the pitch. It's about 15 minutes drive out of Blackpool. And it should be quite a nice quiet area. There's no match on today. If this was a match day, I think it would be a little bit busier. But I did check, and Fylde FC are playing away today, so it should be nice and quiet today. And we should be able to get a decent night's sleep. Okay. Very nice. And view out onto the pitch. do you think? I think we could be comfortable here for the night.
Yeah, 2 teams.
I think we've done quite well with this one, guys. So, yeah, this is a suite room, and we managed to get it for not much more money than the other hotel we were looking at in Blackpool. So, yeah, this should be much quieter as well because it's just outside of the town centre. So we're going to get ourselves all sorted out. I'm going to put our contact lenses in because I'm not running with glasses on, especially not in this heat. And then we'll get into Blackpool and go and meet up with some familiar faces. Now then, after a good hour of trying to get a parking space, we finally parked up. The tower's there. So we're walking over to the prom now. There we go. That'll be us tonight. Don't know about you guys. I do find seaside resorts like this really stressful. There's far too many people around. I feel like you can't move. After that drive, I think that's one of the most ignored signs in Blackpool. Look who we found! I'm just recording Mandy eating a tea here. So we've got Carl and Craig and Mandy.
Hello!
From Running Whale and Whale Sports. So I'll stick links to their channels down in the description. They're going to be running the race with us tonight. What do you reckon you're going to do?
Oh, it'll probably be about 50 minutes tonight.
Yeah.
I reckon about 51.
So we've just been and had fish and chips, which might be a bad idea. We'll find out. Although we have got nearly 3 hours till the race, so we're just going to go and pick our bibs up now, and then find some more people.
And get eaten by flies.
Get eaten by flies because there's hundreds of them. We found some more people. Hello.
Ding. There you go.
How are you guys?
Very good.
You enjoying the early evening Blackpool nightlife?
I like it and then I don't like it.
It's a bit more colourful than your top.
Just hopefully. We're trying to find where you actually get the start. We were walking that way.
Yeah, it's way up that way. We'll take you up there.
Way up that way.
Yeah. Alright, it's good to meet you guys.
Let's go.
Okay, and just as we get started on this race, let's give a quick shout out to Rich from A Bit Rich, just up ahead of us. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to get him on camera, but here's a shout out for him. I'll stick a link to his channel down in the description. Thank you.
Supporters, you need to keep on supporting. These guys really appreciate it as they come up to the line. Inspirational athletes here. You absolute running legends.
This is our view this morning. You can just about in the haze see Pendle Hill off in the distance. There's worse places to wake up, isn't there? Right then, Blackpool Run The Lights. What did you think of it?
Really enjoyed it. It was really nice.
Yeah, we all had a really good night
Yeah.
out. It was really good to meet up with Ryan and Hayley from Railway Adventures, Carl from Whale Sports, Craig and Mandy from Running Whale, and Rich and Paula from Rich Runs. There's a bit of a list there, isn't there? I've got to manage to remember it and reel it all off. The run itself, I really enjoyed it actually. I wasn't sure what it was going to be like going through the centre of Blackpool at night on a Saturday night, but it could have gone one or two ways, but thankfully everyone seemed to be having a good time and cheering everybody on.
Yeah.
Did have a few people who looked a little bit worse for wear trying to run alongside us, which looked a little bit iffy at times. Don't know if you got that.
I got a couple of runs. Some very kind person jump out in front of me to give me a high five. So, yeah.
Yeah, so my goal last night was to practice pacing at 6 minutes a kilometre. I was bang on that looking at Strava, but the course ran a little bit short on my watch. There's a few people who seem to have got it running a little bit short. I clocked 9.74k on my watch, which does mean that I came in about 58 minutes and 29 seconds. But my average pace was bang on target. So when we get to the very 10k, I'm feeling more confident now that I'll be able to lock into that pace and get to the end in the right time, because I will have the actual course programmed into my watch with a Pace Pro, so I'll be able to get it as close as possible. Pacing wise, I did run the first 5k a little bit faster and then slowed down. I was putting a little bit more effort into that first half. Part of that was just trying to find the right pace. I was wearing my Saucony race shoes, so that's the Endorphin Pro 3s, and trying to slow the pace down a bit in a shoe that does really want to go quicker. I was just trying to find and settle into that rhythm. But when we do get to the very 10k, the first half is uphill, so I'm probably going to be putting a little bit more effort in there anyway, and then backing right off on the downhill. What about you? How did your race actually go?
I was happy with the first 5k. I did quite well with that. Just after the 5k mark though, when I stopped to get my water, I noticed a niggle in my ankle. So I backed off a bit, and that niggle unfortunately moved up to my hip. So I run towards the last 5k, but still got a decent time considering.
Yeah, you was only 2 minutes behind me, wasn't you?
101.
Yeah. So in the first half of the race, she actually overtook me near the beginning, in about 3k in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And she was looking really strong at the time, so she's still holding on to some of that fitness. I think it might be worth us getting you doing some S&C though.
Yeah, definitely.
There's nothing too strenuous, just enough to help keep your joints in with strength, because she's only running 1 or 2 times a week at the minute.
Yeah, I know on the short runs as well. So
I did put a video up on Friday night talking about creatine use. So Becky's been taking creatine daily for the last 2 weeks, just to try and help with the chronic fatigue syndrome. I don't know if it will help, but there's no harm in trying. Do you feel like it's helped at all?
Some days, yeah, I can certainly tell there's a difference in my energy levels. Depends on other factors as well during those days.
Yeah. Obviously, if she gets a really busy and hectic day at work, it still wipes her out. But at least on the days when it's not like that, she's feeling better. She's not getting the headaches and the migraines as bad. She's not, you're feeling like you've got a bit more energy to get up and do things, which hopefully that will continue, and given time, that might help to get her back to a bit more of a regular schedule of running.
Yeah.
Rather than just the 1 or 2 runs a week that she's doing at the moment. I'm still training strong. I'm still running 3, 4, 5 times a week, depending on what's on the plan. Still hitting all the paces. Well, my coach doesn't set paces, he sets effort levels, because a given pace on one day is not necessarily the same effort in 30-degree heat as it might be if it was 13 degrees. So I've been hitting all the right effort levels in all the training. The paces are looking good. The volume is consistent, and I'm not saying the volume is getting high by any stretch of the imagination. It's not. It's 30 to 40k a week, but it's consistently 30 to 40k a week, and has been for the last 5 months now. And it's really starting to pay off. It's shown in all of my race performances recently. Last night obviously was different. I was intentionally holding back, but even then at 6 minutes a K, I was holding about 169 beats a minute on my heart rate, which 12 months ago I think it would have been quite a bit higher than that. So it felt really, really under control, and really sustainable, which is really promising for when we get to Bury 10k, when we start doing the pacing. Becky's going to be pacing 70 minutes that day. That's still well within her ability level. And yeah, it should be a good day out.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching, guys. Appreciate all the support. If you like the video, give us a like. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing, because it helps us to reach more people. And yeah, let us know what you thought of this race. We really enjoyed it. And the medal is glow in the dark as well. We'll have to test it later. I've just shined it out of the window to the sun and then ran into the bathroom with the lights turned off, and it does appear to glow in the dark. And maybe I'll try and get a picture later on today, and I'll see if I can get a picture of it fully glowing up in the dark, and I'll stick it on the screen for you. So thanks very much, guys. Appreciate all the support, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.